Hi people, let's talk about the aspect of giving. We usually talk about giving when it comes to, it can be in many ways. You can say I'm giving my best to be the best that I am today. That can be an affirmation. It can be in philanthropy. It can be in a form of the aspect of assistance. Let me lend a hand. It can be in production, because the aspect of production you also give. That is the aspect of work. So when we talk about giving, it's an aspect of projecting what's within ourselves in the aspect of what abilities we already have and how best we can be able to improve all that is about also being great, because everything is has two sides, so you can upgrade or degrade. So giving itself as a word is infinite, because it has many possibilities. So it has the sphere of it can be on the positive side and also on the negative side. So like for instance, you can take a baseball bat and swing a ball out of the park in the aspect of sports, which is for the other team it may take quite some time to find the ball, but for you it may give you more time to make runs. So you see, giving can also be an advantage to you and also a disadvantage. You can give to the poor or the needy, because most of the time reality, in order to give us something, it also has to test our ability also to give. So that aspect of projecting outwards is what we call giving. So what you're asking for to be given, you also ask if you're also willing to give when you're given a chance. In most cases, we measure the aspect of giving based on how people have treated us maybe in the past. So you may say, oh, the past I was not given, so let me not give. But if you're used to giving most of the time, you're giving because your heart is willing, and you're also reflecting what you feel within, the self-abundance that you feel within, the self-generosity. Abundance is a state of being resourceful within, so you project it out. So most of the time, even if you measure it according to what people have given you, in the real sense, it will never bring you the internal outcome that you might feel, because how you gave is what you felt within. And if someone gave you less than what you gave them, that's what they feel within themselves. They feel less. So if you feel less, you give less. If you feel more, you give more. That's why you have that story of that lady in the religious setting of Christianity, the one who gave that one coin, which in the real sense, someone may say it's not of value because it's just one coin, but that's all she had, and she gave the best that she had. So you're also told to, even in sacrifice, you're told to give the best of your flock. So to give the best is to show just what you're projecting from within yourself as outwards, because what you feel you're willing to receive, you should be able to give. So there's always a debate about the aspect of giving tithe, but if you look at it in the truer sense, this moral meaning is just to tell, even though it's stated to be 10%, but it should be just the margin that your heart is willing to give, because all of us have different capacities of giving. Some it can be 60%, 100%, another 20, 10, 5. See, those are just measurements of the truth within the aspect of self. So I'm not really a religious person, but the examples that I have found in these books are there just to build the aspect of self, because it's just the self-love that you feel that is abundant within, you give it out. And sometimes you may not, or you may get it equally. In most cases you may never get it equally, because people's hearts have different capacities to be able to give. That's why if you go to religious settings, you see people giving different values according to what they feel within themselves. Some may give excessively according to someone else's measure, but another person may say that's just my standard measure. Because if you compare what you're giving versus what you received, you are actually equating yourself to the said people. If they are in a lower state of self-giving, then you actually lower yourself in that state. So, and if you're in a high state of self-giving and you bring yourself to that state, then it's an act of, in the truest sense, it's self-betrayal, because you know that you don't agree with that aspect within yourself, even though you feel you should hold back to these people. You should not judge your account, yes, your spiritual account, based on how people have treated you, because the same people are just individuals. You may go somewhere else, you may meet different individuals who may be willing to give you even more than what you actually give them, and they may not even require you to give. Yes, there are people like that in this world, just that people don't explore, or they are also put in a hidden state so that you are not able to reflect what you see also in other people. So you're told the world is cruel, but you're just shown a few people. Even when you look at the television itself, you notice it's just certain specific places that are shown, but it's not really the whole world. It's rare that you see maybe a program from New Zealand or or maybe Kazakhstan. So you see, but these are still places. So there are good people out here, and the fact that the camera is segmented on small spaces so that it programs people to feel like the world is unkind, but it's not really unkind. There are people who really give with all their heart without even an aspect of judgment on whether you can be able to give the same, but they give because that's what their heart is feeling. Someone may say that is a fairy tale land, but once you convince yourself the world is harsh, it's going to be harsh to you, because the mirror that you see is the mirror that you project, and the mirror that you project is the mirror that you will receive. So if you feel the world is harsh, then it's going to show you the left hand. If you feel the world is polite, kind, giving, lovely, it's going to show you the right hand. Those are just hands. It can also be interswitched. Doesn't mean left-handed people have an issue, or right-handed people have the same issue. Just it's about a tree is judged by its fruits. So even a tree is judged by what it is giving. So if a tree is not giving, then it will be cut down, and also it will give something else to be used for wood purposes. That's it. So beings are like trees. So sometimes also you check in those religious books, you find the angels visit people, and they never visit you in a, in a very glorious way. They always visit you in a humbling state to measure that which that you ask, if you are able also to give, but in a small percentage. The generosity that you are able to give, or you'll say, I have a small, so let me keep this, because times are harsh, But if that's how you treated people when times were harsh, then how do you expect to receive from these divine deities? See, you see your neighbor receiving, and you say, no, they are bad people. Are they receiving? Even if they are bad, they're just bad according to the measurement of what people see. But if people know the truth in the truest sense, a company can be involved in so many funny things, but you may find it doing philanthropic things. That's also giving. See, so because these people know that in the truth, in the truest aspect, you get what you give. So if you're out here shrinking your hand, so the same hand size, what will be put in that hand will be the same capacity that you gave. Because even when you ask these deities for help, regardless of the religion or cultic setting, they themselves send things. They don't come by themselves. You don't see like some God coming out of there with some lightning and thunderstorm with a bag of money bringing it to you, or some winged being that say, alright, this is what you ask, here's a bag of gold or bag of silver, because say silver and gold are mine. I mean, is it really? So the same way that we are willing to receive, and we say all those amens, which is a good word, because I respect Michael as Amen Ra, but that's also another topic to discuss another day. But these deities also have names. They are different. The same way we give each other nicknames, they also have names in different cultures. So Michael can be called something in another culture. He may not be called Archangel Michael. He can be called Amen Ra somewhere. So yeah, so anyway, you have names, and you like to use your names in a shortened way, so they themselves also have names in the other cultures. So you find all these other cultures with 12 deities. Then you go to the Bible, you find 12 archangels. You find there's some other culture, 12. See, 12 tribes, 12 this, 12 that. Number of completion is usually said to be 10. That other 2 is it's a meaning to it. So if you come back to giving, even when you're on traffic signs, you are told give way to maybe the children. There's a children crossing here, and they don't want to run or run kids over, because don't want your vehicle to be impounded and your license to be taken away permanently, and also to get other consequences because you are in a hurry to go somewhere and there are kids crossing. And you're told heaven is like children, so you screw up with the children, you screw up with the heaven. So I mean, like these people who do this, the PDF files people who wanna touch children in very funny ways, because like you said, these narcissists are all children, so children play with children. So yeah, that one aspect, these are innocent children, and the other one is these are although there's a grown up with a child that is tormented by the madness these people keep causing on themselves.